Hello and welcome to Mrs. Tardello's second grade classroom. Today I'm going to do a lesson on story elements, characters, setting, beginning, middle, and end. Story elements are important for children, especially young children, because they learn how to dissect material from like a good piece of literature. It makes them better readers and better writers, is that they are able to dissect information from other core subjects they may be studying. This is also Common Core. I'll begin my lesson. Good morning, boys and girls. Good job. Everyone's ready. Everything's on their desk. Stars for everyone. Very good. Yesterday we read aloud Rosie's bedtime story, and you all received a graphic organizer. Okay, so that's on your desk as well as your notebooks. Okay. So yesterday, what we did was we put in the story's name, and we did the author. Can everyone read that author? Anita Amin. Very good. Okay, I know it was a great story. Okay. What you're going to do this morning for you to do now is you are going to fill in the setting and the main characters. And we ran over this yesterday, so let's everyone read it off the chart. The characters are everyone together. Who the story is about, people, or it could be people or animals. Setting, where the characters are. They could be in a house, a car, or far, far away. Okay? So right now, I want you with your assigned reading buddies, okay, everyone's with their reading buddies, to fill in this from the story, Rosie's Bedtime, the setting and the main characters. You can use your highlighters to highlight setting and highlight the main characters. Okay, as you know, this is due now, so there's not a lot of time, okay? So begin now. Okay. So now, put pencils down. Great job. Great job. Now, boys and girls, what we're going to do today, as you can see, we're going to learn about the beginning, middle, and the end of a story. I have a great video to show you, which is a sing-along video, so I want everyone to sing along, and we will fill in what these are. Okay, everybody ready? Ready. I'm going to play the video. Okay. Okay, that's good. I know. You still want to sing. I know, it's good. It's good. All right. So let's talk about the setting and the main characters for Rosie's bedtime story. What is the setting? The time. Who can tell me the time? Is it 100 years ago or? That's right. It's now. Okay, now it's happening. What about the place? What place is it? It could be Rosie's bedroom, but Rosie goes to Daddy's bedroom too, so it's in Rosie's house. The place is just Rosie's house. The main characters, who can tell me the main characters? Yes, Rosie, Mom, and Dad. Excellent, very good. Everyone, stars all around. Okay, very good. Right now, when we heard the video, okay, we found out what the beginning, the middle, and the end of a story is. Who can tell me from what they heard on the video, what is the beginning of a story? What is the beginning? Yes. Yes. What happens first? Mrs. Tardello is going to write it on the board, on the chart, and you are going to write it in your notebook. Okay. What happens first? The first thing that happens. Okay. Who can tell me what the middle of the story is? Okay? Yes. Problem. Yes. What is the problem? There's always a problem in the story. And who can tell me what the end? Right. How is the problem solved? How are you going to solve a problem? Okay. So now what I would like you to do is we're going to go over, okay, what the beginning, middle, and end is for Rosie's bedtime story, okay? Who can tell me what happened in the beginning? You all have to have your story in front of you, okay? That's what I need to see, your story in front of you. What happened at the beginning? Yes, Mom tucks Rosie into bed. And what did Mom want to do? Yes, Mom wanted to read Rosie a bedtime story. Good job, Table 2. Good job. You get a star. Okay, so I'm going to write the beginning of the story, and you're going to write it on your graphic organizer, like I write. Mom tucks Rosie into bed. Mom wants to read Rosie a bedtime story. Very good. Okay, who can tell me what the middle of the story is? Yes. Yes. What is the problem? What's the problem? In the middle of the story, there's a problem. Yes. Rosie wants Daddy to read her a bedtime story, but why can't he? What's the matter? Yes. Daddy's sick. Okay. So I'm going to write this as the middle of the story, and you're going to write on your graphic organizer. Rosie wants Dad to read the bedtime story. Dad is too sick to read. Very good. Excellent. The end of the story. How does Rosie solve her problem? Tell me. Yes. Rosie reads a bedtime story to Dad. Very good. That's how she solves the problem. Rosie goes into Daddy's bedroom. Instead of Daddy coming out of his sick bed, Rosie goes in and reads him a bedtime story. So that's the end. Rosie reads a bedtime story to Dad. And as you can see, boys and girls, this is sort of looks like a pie, doesn't it? And these are all the pieces to a story. You put it all together, all these pieces, you get the whole story. Very good. Stars to everybody. That was very good listening and very good paying attention. Okay. So right now, what I would like you to do is I'm going to give you a story called Superhero Joey. Yes, I know that's your name, Joe. I know that's your name. Superhero Joey, and you have I'm going to give you another graphic organizer. Millicent, will you hand these out? And John, will you hand these out onto these tables? Thank you. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing on this graphic organizer. You're going to write the story, the name of the story, the author, the setting, where the characters are, the main characters of the story, who's the story about, and then you're going to write the beginning of the story. What happened at the beginning, what happens in the middle, and what happens at the end. All of you can use your highlighters, okay? Use your highlighters to highlight the information so you can see it better. Okay, I'm going to do this. This is independent work, so you're going to work by yourself, and I'm going to have Michelle, Rob, Ernie, and James. You can work with Mrs. Moore. You're going to be with Mrs. Moore on the back table. Okay, I'm going to give you time to do this. Okay, begin. Very good, boys and girls. Excellent. Everybody gets stars today for good listening, and you all worked very, very well and independently and quietly, and I saw you really, really was thinking. Okay, so today, boys and girls, who can tell me what are the story elements? What are story elements? What are the elements of a story? Yes. Character, setting, beginning, middle, and an end. Very good, boys and girls. What is the setting? Yes. The time. Yes. Where the characters are. What's the time? What's the place? Very good. What about the characters? Yes. Who the story is about. Very good. Very good. Beginning. Yes. What happened first? Who can tell me what the middle is? Right. What is the problem? There's always a problem. End. How was the problem solved? Very good. Okay, boys and girls, for homework, you're going to have another story with another graphic organizer Mrs. Tridell is going to give you to put in your homework folders. The first airplane trip. That sounds like an exciting story. And you're going to do the same thing like you just did with Superhero Joey. You're going to put the story, the author, the setting, the main characters, the beginning, middle, and the end. And that concludes this lesson.